So we're now at part 5, and we are going to see how you can die cut some of these sentiments. Now, I've tried to find some quick dies because I've got so many dies. This is one box and I've got loads and loads of different ones, different makes. So I just picked up some from Tattered Lace and some from Spellbinders for sure. And I think I've got a couple from Crafter's Companion here. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to share my desk with you again. And what I'm going to do with that is, firstly, I'm going to just do a little cut. So I'll separate them because I want to use my smaller machine. I've got an e-bosser, but for ease and for the room I need on my desk, I'm just going to quickly cut them, knowing it's going to fit into my design there. So I'm going to place that right there, look, and I'll cut it. Now I'll show you how I do that so that it won't move. This one, I've got an option. I can put it in the middle like that and then use it, put some flowers on it. So that's quite a nice size. Or you can partially die cut it, but I'm not teaching you die cutting today. So I'm going to just cut it like so. With the Spellbinders one, I quite like to also emboss them sometimes because it gets the edge really nice. Okay, so that's going to be cut from there. Now I'm going to do this one. I'm going to do it at an angle like that. Still nice for a sentiment. So I'm going to use this to just cut it around there. Them smaller so they go through my machine easily. Now this one, I place it in the center like so. And again, I'm going to cut it. Now I'm going to go as much near it as possible, only because I want some room for that one. I need to be able to cut that one easily. And I'm going to cut this, because I couldn't find a quick one. I'm going to cut this nicely using my cutter. So let's start with that one, get it out of the way. And bear with me because I need my plates too. Here they are. I found them for you. So let's get my caterpillar. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this just about something next to the light on. I'm going to be a little bit, I'm making the line straight with my line there. And I'm going to cut it there. So this, I can then trim it. And I got a punch that rounds the corners. And I can also do that. Make it straight there. Cut it there. Straight there. Cut it there. So that's one of my sentiments that I can use it as a sentiment on a small card. One. This one, you know what? We can do something similar with this. I mean, I'm sure if I look for the dies, I would find dies galore. So I'll find loads of dies that would make them cutting something like that. But you know what? In a way, that's good what I'm doing, because it proves to some of you who may not have a die cutting machine and think, yeah, but what am I going to do? And like that, look, you know, you can have some lovely sentiments, even if you don't have any tools to do what I'm going to show you next. Now, when I come to cut, I used to use tape, either what do we call it, washi tape, or some masking tape, But I found that sometimes when I do that, it was really ruining some of my papers, depending on the paper as well. So what I bought, because I saw it in America and I quite liked it, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to buy some, is this Press and Seal. It's got 140 feet, so it will last a long time because the pieces you use, if you keep them where you can easily find them, because I had some on my desk, but doing videos and stuff, I don't know what I've done with them. I'm going to cut a bit for you to see. So I'm going to cut a small bit. You don't need a lot. So I'm going to cut a bit like that. Let's just put it down here, maybe. Got a scissors, just cut a bit of it. You don't need a lot of it. And that's why it will last a long time, because you don't throw it away when you do it. You can keep using it. So they do last for a long time. As I say, the only thing is don't lose it off your desk like I did. So I'm going to cut a bit. I'll keep them on the side. It does not matter. And what you do with it is this. You decide where you want your die to cut. And once you have it in place, you just put that over and you just press it down, not too hard, especially if you press, I would press on the outside of that die. So it definitely will never ruin your paper, but it depends on the paper you're using as well. Sometimes I had it where it ruined my paper a little, but most of the time it doesn't. So it's going to place my die cutting machine, like so. And I'm going to pass it in and back out, and I'm done with that. So that's one, and that's two. I look at the back and see that it's all been done, and look, you just take it off, and there you go. That's another sentiment. Now the paper comes off. You can throw that away because you can't really do anything with it. Take the die off, and this I'm going to use again to show you that you can use them as many times or as few times as you need to. So I'm going to place that there. And again, take this. I'm going to put it on, pass it through, and when it's on, this I can move, I can do what I like with it. It's not going to move anywhere. That's what I like about this press and see. So let's have a look. That's the bit. And now I've got yours truly set on there. And again, look, I take that off. Nothing happened to my paper. These pieces I do not throw away. I got a box with them because if I want to stamp a sentiment and cut it with my Scan and Cut, that's big enough to do it. The rest can go away. So that's been done. Now I'm going to do this big one. So again, let's see if I can get you to see better. So that one, I'm going to just place it where I want it. I'm going to just press over. Now it's not big enough. It does not really matter, because as long as you press it down to hold your frame where you want it, I might move it a little bit. I'll leave it like that because you can always put the name. So for instance, Jack and Jill, wishing you love, luck and happiness. So if it's going to go on a wedding card or something like that. So I left the space at the top. Okay. And Jack and Jill went up the hill. Okay, that's done. It's all cut. I'll just take it off, and there you go. It's another nice sentiment. And now my last one. And with this one, that can be thrown away. But this one, I'm going to set it where I want it. Again, place my press and seal on. Pass it there. Oh, that way. Bring it out. And that noise, if you hear that cranking noise, it's where it's cutting. So don't fear. I mean, the first time I used the die cutting machine ever, I thought, oh, it's ruined my plates. I thought I'm doing something wrong. To then find out that that's how they work. So there you go. Here is happy anniversary. All nice and shiny. And as you can see, I've die cut it and I'm ready to finish the die cutting with my sentiments on. So I'm going to just keep that bit because I will do a video showing you how to do partial die cutting, because sometimes it's not the right width or the right length, and you can do partial die cutting, which will sort that problem out. I hope you enjoyed this part of my 6-part video. What I will do next is I will show you how I will cut the other ones that I foiled earlier using my scan and cut machine and the dies and the design that we created for it. So for now, I'll see you shortly.